people? What's up, Tupukanile? How we doing? It's your girl, right?
I'm laughing at because of the first Igbo this girl is trying to speak. Like, what does that even mean?
Okay, so it's another episode on Take On Show. We are so proud to have you here on our channel. Like, we are beyond proud. And today's episode, we are going to have some fun-filled moments filled with games to have our champion of Take On Show for the month.
Like, I'm hyped up. I'm ready.
Let's see. Now, it's not somebody that will win that will carry.
Somebody.
All right. Next, we'll also be having a serious moment. We need to talk. That's the name of it. We need to talk. So let's hop into the game style.
So we have 5 dares. We're going to be asking each other to do different things. We're going to do different things, and whoever wins is going to be the Take On Show champion of the month. Like I said, I'm hyped.
I don't talk on before. I don't talk on before.
No, she sees herself like she's going to lose.
All right.
As I'm making months, I should better win this thing.
All right.
So like the first thing we are going to be doing is the first person to stuff her tummy with clothes and make it look like a real pregnancy. Okay. So 1, 2, ready, go. Oh my.
My own. My own is not looking. It's added to the breast.
My one is looking like someone that is sick, not pregnant. Okay, now. So
it's okay. You don't win.
First round goes to Chidima or Sai. Swale.
They want my nipple.
So the second one is going to be super interesting. I think Prince is going to do well in this one. The second one is the first person to do 10 squats. 1, 2, 3, go.
10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so she won this round. The third thing we're going to be doing is we have a table on our phones, and from that table we're going to make out 3 words. The first person to make out 3 correct words is going to win this next round. Okay, so 1, 2, ready, go.
Sales. Sales.
So there is any here. There is people.
There is it.
There is
There is drive.
Ah, I got it first.
There is drive.
I got it first. I said hard first. So it is 2, 1. Now,
right?
we are doing the 4th challenge. This one is the sweet part. The 4th challenge.
Can we stop here? We have the winner.
You cannot stop here. The 4th challenge is the first person to eat more bananas. We have bananas here. So I'll be taking this bunch and she'll be taking that bunch. The first person to eat more. I'm not sure of myself in this one. 1, 2, ready, go.
Father, I commit my life to you because if I faint here, it's not going to be.
I'm not actually eating, but I don't know why. I'm swallowing it.
It's not about. We have the winner. You will choke.
This is my 4th one. I have to win this. I have to win.
This is gluttony.
God, I must win this challenge. I cannot go through all these things in my mouth.
The first shall do the world to last.
The 5th one will be there. I feel like throwing up. I'm done. Bring it. Let's see something there. Don't insult my kids expecting praise because I ate this. You ate this now. Are you sure you ate this? I did not do anything. 3. I did not do anything. 4. It's 2. 5. Jesus, mine is 7. 6. This is 7th one, which means I won. No. Look at it now. 1. 2. Can we do this? Yes, now. 3. Okay. Move your hair back. 4. 5. 6. With this one, I'm still eating 7. Why does that happen? Because wait. Where is my own? 7, Abi. This one is 7. No, it's not 7. This one is 7. 3. 6. Okay, so I won. No, but I finished my 6th one now. They want to eat more bananas, not they want to finish first. Rules of the game. Well, how loud it do? I feel like throwing up. This is the worst game I've ever had in my life because my stomach is... Damn. I didn't say... Okay, so... This is still 3-1. So we just finished the banana challenge, and from the banana challenge it shows that it's 3. Whatever, say your score now. She said she's dying. Me, I'm kind of dying, but I won. So to mark the winner, praise, because she knows I'm going to win, did not prepare anything for the winner. But because I'm going to win, I'm going to crown myself. Take on show. Wow. Championship. Okay. The only champion of second show. Thank you. My shoulder is off. Thank you. Aya, congratulate me. Congratulate me. Ah, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm happy to be the winner. Should I give you money? Yes, give me 5K. So that was it on the game. Wait. And officially, I'm actually the Take On Show champion of the month. Next month, you're going to do it. Who knows? Another game. Another game. She might win or I might win again. By then we'll see. So let's move on to the actual talk she talked about. Personally bring pizza. Okay. So we're going into the actual discussion that Praise talked about, and she said the topic is we need to talk. She's actually a sore loser, but I don't care. So Praise, fill us in. So we need to talk because a lot of things are happening, matters are rising, and this is just the beginning of the year. I'm not talking about resolutions. I'm talking about a whole lot of things that can build us up, that can refine us into being better versions of ourselves, and we are going to talk about it. So Chidima, what was your drive this year? What is your drive this year? Like, what was entering the year like? It was amazing. I entered with God. I know this might sound godly, but I don't even care. No, I don't even care. I entered with God, and I just told myself, this year, you see, this God is me and Him, and it has been so. So I'm really happy about this year, the way it's turning out. It's been me and God all the way from January 1st up until this point, and I'm happy about that. Okay, me, I entered the year well, but just about entering, I entered it with confusion. I'm not gonna lie. So what were you confused about? They're just like, I saw something that kind of discouraged me. Someone sent me something and it was as if I was in between. So I really have to just make a choice. Do you get? Okay. So like I was just confused, and I'm like, God, please help me on this, because it's something that is part of my life. Yeah. You get? So I'm like, what's this thing I need to do? It's part of me. Anything I make now, it's going to either make or mar my future. So I was just, and it was just as we're just entering 2022, I just saw the message. But all the same, I got something, because every year I have the verse of the year to guide me, and the verse of the year I got was from Proverbs chapter 1 verse 33. It says that first pay attention to me, then relax. Now you can take it easy. You're in good hands. Wow.
That was like a reassurance.
I love
about
that chapter.
And then what is that thing trying to tell me? So trying to tell me that I should first pay attention to God, meaning that everything I should do, just pay attention to Him. And that was why, even as I was making my plans, I carried God along the line. Do you get? I don't know what is driving your purpose this year. I don't know what is driving your goal this year, but you have to carry something that is mysterious, that would make out your goal, like that will bring it out, that will bring it into the limelight. Because most of the times we have goals, but what carries us along the line with these goals? Do you get? So many people, they have powers attracted to them so that they can keep up the drive. Me, I have God, and I will forever say it's God that is going to help me. Because most of the times we need to know what is driving us. Is it pressure? Is it competition? Is it for self-gain? Is it for family? Is it for self-worth? So I think this is what we are going to really talk about. And then what are the plans for the year? I saw a tweet about someone saying on the 3rd day of January, the person said, I beg, this year is not my year, I'll try again next year.
Like, why
I don't
say
feel
such a thing?
Some things, but we start along the line, and then first 2 months, 3 months, we see that we are not going or aligning with our goals. We just give up. That's not it. Most of the times, consistency brings out success. It brings out fulfillment. It brings out so many things. So it's going to seem so hard at the beginning, trying to start a new habit, trying to stop a new habit, because they say habit is easy to form yet hard to break. So when you want to start a new habit, most of the times you write down your goals. You write it down. Many people think that it's too cliche or it's not going to work, but I've tried it twice in 2 years now. It has been working for me. I don't know what works for you, but you have to choose what works for you, isn't it?
So what's that 3 things that you always do at the beginning of every year?
What's the 3 things
you always do beginning of every year? You're consistent with it.
I fast every year on my own. Then secondly, before the new year, I've already set out goals for myself on lifestyle, personal habits, financial, character, everything. So by the time I enter the new year, I'm now setting action plan. Okay. And then I'm putting out target timeline. Do you get? Okay, before June I should be able to do this. Before May I should do this. Before this. So those things now, they just drive me and they keep me up to time. Because if I just leave them there hanging, I'll say there's time, and I'll always push things out of the line. So what about you now?
So what I always do is I pray. And whenever I pray, I bring out something. I pray said it might be a verse of the Bible, sometimes it might be a quote, it might be a declaration. And I say, okay, this year, this is what this year is going to be for me. And I pray about it. I pray from, like, let's say, ending of the year to the new year. I always pray about it. Then secondly, I always set goals for myself. This is what, like this year I told myself I want to read 4 books every month. I want 1 Christian book and 3 books that can come from maybe romance, finance, anything basically. And I've been doing it. I did it January and I'm going to still do it. I'm already started for this month. So I set goals. Now the third thing I also do is I try to reach out to my family, my immediate family member. We're already close. We are a close-knitted family. But each new year, I try to use it as an opportunity to, form a closer bond with my family members. It's something I've always done every year. I call or I text, but I always do something, basically anything to just make us more closely knitted family. So that's the 3 things I do every year. So, Praise, I want you to advise people. Would you tell someone listening to do it now, like just do this thing now, and the rest of the year would align?
Okay, I'll always say it's never too late, because we are still in the first 2 months and you can just look out for yourself. First of all, where do you see yourself in the next 1 year? Where do you want to see yourself? And then set out your priorities right. And then after setting out your priorities, I think you should just ask God to direct you, because if you are not directed by God, trust me, you will always lose track. And that's one thing you will not want to, you will not want to encounter along the line, because it will be so sad that you will start something and because it's not directed by God, you will see it's frustrating. It doesn't flow. Apart from not flowing, it doesn't give you such satisfaction. But when you find full joy in God and you ask Him for direction and He actually directs you, you would even be struggling, but you will not notice the struggle because you are actually directed by God. So you need to put God into every plan. He says that seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all other things shall be added unto you. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 6, he said that in all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall what? Direct your path. So virtually he's going to direct your path only if you invite him to help you. So I think after doing that, you prioritize every right thing for yourself. Don't do anything out of pressure. I will always say this because a lot of people are really pressured to either please people out there or do something, but not for themselves. This life, now only you come and now you go back and go only you. So just do it for your own pleasure, for your own commitment, for your own joy, and for your own life, because it's you, man. It's only you. Nobody knows what you go through. It's only you. So I think, do you have any other idea?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
But I was already said one, which is invite God. Now the second thing
I said prioritize.
Yeah. The other thing I'm going to add is every year it's important that you bring out all those things that people complained about you the previous year. All those flaws, all those things you noticed about yourself that you don't like bring them out and then work on them. Like, just put it as your goal. I'm going to work on this. When you have it in your mind, okay, I'm going to work on this, you tend to work on it. I'll tell you mine. A lot of people are telling me that I don't call. I'm always cold in terms of friendship. Even Prish was complaining that I don't really act like someone is my friend, that kind of thing. And another thing I noticed was there are things I would want to do and I will tell people about it, and then when they tell me this and tell me that, I tend to start reconsidering that thing or be looking at it in different perspectives. So I told myself, not this year, this was happening like last year, I told myself, okay, I will try and be more friendly, I'll try and be more caring to people around me, my friends and all that, and I really did improve on it. I tried my best and went out of my comfort zone to like improve on it. Then secondly, I did a few things and I didn't tell anybody I was going to do it. I didn't even tell my mom. And if I don't tell my mom something, just know that it has gone to like 100%. And I didn't tell my sister about it. It has gone to like, I didn't tell anybody. I just brought out the idea. I sat down, did my checks and balances and said, okay, I'm going to do this. And I did it and it worked out for me. So every year, sit down, write out your flaws or what people always complain about you. Then if you write it out, even if you don't think it's a flaw, when you act that way, it brings back to your head and you're like, oh, actually someone said I did this and I just did it now, I need to work on it, and you start working on it and you get better.
For example, people complain of my facial expression. They say sometimes I can really be rude, sometimes I can
judging.
Sometimes I can give some judgy looks, but meanwhile I'm not actually thinking that way. So I've actually been working on it. Like, there are sometimes that some things will just happen and I don't know how to keep my face in a way that, okay, it won't seem rude, it won't seem like I'm ungrateful, it won't give that wrong
negative
perception. Yeah. So I just smile or keep a
neutral face. Like anything you say, the face is just there.
I noticed that along the line, some people start saying, what kind of fake smile is that? I'm like, oh God.
You know, you cannot please people. You cannot please people.
Yes,
you can only improve on yourself because of yourself.
Exactly, you cannot please people. But I know that it's actually bad. So most of the times I look at the mirror and I'm like, Praise, this is how you should keep your face.
Wait, so you start practicing how to keep your face?
I've done it though. I'll just look at the mirror first, go, Praise, this is how you look. Then keep it like this. Then adjust this side. Then I'm not gonna.
This is like going for a face walk.
Then these are not
a complete face walk.
Because they say, even on the road, they say most of the times I don't look approachable.
But approachable face, people always tell me that I'm not approachable. And whenever I try consciously to make myself approachable, the kind of people that approach me, I don't like it. So I've decided, you see that face that God used to create me, I will kite like that. If you don't have the liver to talk to me, please turn to the other side. As simple as that. But also this year, there's another thing I think everybody should do, which is affirmation. You can call it manifestation, you can call it affirmation, but simply have a positive mindset and focus on what you want to achieve. Think about you already achieving it. You have to work, but when you affirm and when you manifest it or trying to manifest it, your work will now lead you to achieving that thing that you have been affirming. I'm not saying say it and don't do anything. I'm just saying be positive about it, have it in your head, and work towards it, you see yourself achieving it. That is affirmation. So try as much as you can this year to be as affirmative as possible. Exactly. Speak
into the reality of the things.
Exactly. So that's it for this week's episode of Take On Show. We love you and we hope you hit that subscribe button, like, share to your friends, tell your friends to come and subscribe as well. We love you. See you on the next episode of Take On Show. Bye.